For today's practice that's very fluid and opening, we're going to need a blanket. So go grab one and put it over your yoga mat and let's get started. So with the blanket over your mat, let's get started. Lie onto your back. Give yourself a full body stretch to begin. Arms up overhead, legs lengthen down the mat. And then from here, go ahead and bend the right knee slightly and extend your left leg long. So what you're doing is you're creating a little opening through that fascia. Reach the emphasis through the left arm away from you. And then just switch sides. So bend into the left knee as you reach through the right. So the right heel presses forward, right fingertips reach up behind you. And then switch sides. So now you've got the left side lengthening, almost like you're walking, and then the right. Good, and the left, last round, and then the right, lengthening, and just key into how it feels in your abdomen, your lower back. Really nice. With your arms now along in like a T, palms spin up to the ceiling, draw your knees toward you, use your core, and then keep your feet off the floor to begin here. Drop your knees over to the left and reach your right arm away from you. So your right arm lengthens out to create even more opening through the fascial cocoon. You'll pull your lumbar, your lower spine in. Head turns to the right. And then from here, take your top leg, reach it slightly behind you. So now your feet are staggered. And you can feel how that accentuates the stretch. Keep the right knee dropping to the floor as you look over your right hand. With your legs staying there, your right leg now, inhale, close up your right arm, bring it over so your palms face each other, and then extend and reach your right arm away from you. Drop your left ear to the floor. Big breath, inhale. Exhale, draw your right hand back, open it out to the side, pull the lumbar spine in, exhale here, inhale, exhale, closing it up, inhale, reach the right arm out, and then over and across. You're just stretching through the upper back. As you're releasing the low back, drop your left ear to the floor. If the floor is far away, grab a blanket to put under your head or even roll up the one that you have. Good. And then reach it back, opening one more time to the right. Keep the right knee dropping to the floor. Breathe, inhale, and exhale, reach it up and across. Extension through the right fingertips. So they're really moving away. Good. Reach. Feel like that even translates into the abdomen. Can you notice that? It's amazing. And then come on back. Open it out to your right. Pull the lower spinals in. And then knees up to the ceiling. Both feet on the floor. You can rest here for a few seconds, or you can extend your legs long down the mat and rest here for a few moments. And as you rest, just key in, how does the right side of your body feel? Breath in, relaxing anything through the shoulders, any tension. Breath out. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale the breath all away. Now we're going to, again, use your core, pull your knees up and into your chest. This time, going to the other side. So you're going to drop your knees over to your right. Left knee is on top. Left arm reaches away from you. You're going to pull the lumbars in. Breathe. Turn your head to the left. And then from here, take that top leg, your left leg, and walk it slightly behind you. So now you're really accentuating that beautiful twist. The left side of the ribs turn to the left, head turns to the left, knees are going to the right, feeling a stretch all the way up through the abdominal core. And then inhale, lift your left arm up to the ceiling and all the way across. So you're gonna stretch it. I like to do a little extra emphasis by placing my hand at the belly of the forearm and reaching it a little further away. Reach, reach, reach. Feel what that means for the abdominal compartments. And then exhale, return it back to the side. Left arm reaches back, pulling the lumbar spine in. So it's a gentle twist, but it's one that actually infuses your organs with a lot of vitality. Go ahead and lift up to the ceiling, reaching out, reaching and lengthening. All the while you're pulling lumbar in as you're unlocking the muscles that grip the upper spine, middle spine, and then opening it out to the side again. Head turns away from your knees, pulling the lumbar spine in, and then reaching up to the ceiling and lengthen out through your left arm away from you. Keep the bend in the knees, reaching and lengthening. Full breath, inhale, and exhale, come on back, opening out, looking over your left hand, breathe here. And exhale, bring your knees up through center. Full breath in, long breath out, lengthen your legs down the mat and just breathe into the life force. You might be able to feel sort of the pulsations of your own life energy, the trust that what you have inside you is beyond the fray of what we can often witness outside of ourselves. Big breath in, long breath out. Bend both knees. Keep your ankles and your feet slightly away from your knees so it's not directly underneath them in this variation. They're slightly away, and then just drop your pelvis. So you're tilting your pelvis. So you're dropping it towards you, and then exhale, and you're gonna drop your pelvis down. So this is just ways to get mobility into the lower back, into all those nerves. Inhale, tilt pelvis towards your belly button. Press down through your feet, energize your feet, open through your toes, and then exhale, round. So you can feel how you've got now an arch in your low back. You might even be able to put your hand under there just to see. And then let's do one more tilt. Lifting pelvis towards you, inhale. And then as you exhale, you're turning the pelvis out. And then flatten your lower back towards the floor. Walk your left foot in a little more and extend your right heel. So your knee might be bent, that's okay. If you can get the leg straighter, that's okay. But you want to make sure you're leading with the heel. So you're not trying to straighten the knee, which would push the knee away from you. You want to extend through the heel. And then from here, you can interlace your hands around the back of your hamstring, the back of your legs. Open your chest. Toes point towards your nose. Let the energy of this pose in. So this is stretching through. You might even feel it in the calves. You might feel it in the hamstrings. Opening through the clavicle so that you don't collapse in. The shoulders don't have to round for you to release your low back, for you to release your legs. Because we release our low back through releasing the legs. Does that make sense? 2 more breaths here. Bend the knee, right knee, and then just place it on the floor. Take a big breath here. Exhale the breath out. We're going to lift the left knee up. Go to your degree. If the knee is bent, that's fine. If you extend the heel more to the ceiling, that's fine. And then interlace your hands around the back of your hamstring. Sometimes we can get it in our heads that our bodies should be a certain way. We should have it move a certain way or look a certain way. We're all trapped in this culture of what it should be. But what we're doing here on the mat is opening ourselves to our potential of what our body is offering to us, and then mindfully and with love, letting that just be enough. Let it just be enough. You can draw your left toes towards your nose. That's going to accentuate the pose, but it doesn't mean it's better. Do you know what I mean? It's just a different way to do it. So give yourself 3 more breaths here. Last big breath. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Both feet are flat now. Extend them long down your mat. Arms spin to the ceiling, but your fingertips are down past your waist. Just notice how the back of your legs feel. Breathing into that openness that you're creating in this very gentle, mindful, fluid practice. And then when you're ready, we're going to flip over onto our tummies. So from here, we're doing kind of like a classic cobra pose or bhujangasana. You're going to have your forearms parallel to the front of your mat, the shorter end of the mat, and then palm over back of hand. Breath in and extend your chest forward as you exhale. This should not create compression in the low back. If it does, just move yourself a little closer to the earth and that should take care of that. It should feel like a stretching for the low back and a stretching for the front of the body. Now we're going to bend the right knee and bring it up so that, you know, it should be a little slippy, right? So the right knee is going parallel to, you know, right, lining up kind of near the hip, but it doesn't have to be higher than the hip. It could be a little lower than the hip. And then draw the right knee closer into you. So you'll feel how the back of the right hip is going to pop up. That's good. And then draw it back down. So this helps. Let's keep doing that. Inhale, draw towards you. You'll feel the left hip drop down. Exhale, lengthen it out. What you're doing here is you're allowing your body to really come into a place of releasing the fixation in the lower back. One more time. Inhale. Exhale it out to the first position. Roll over your back toes so the back knee should be off the mat. And then walk your elbows over towards the right side. From here, press into the left toes and elevate your chest. So you're turning your chest over your right elbow. And it doesn't have to go far for you to really feel the beauty of this pose. It's a gorgeous stretch for the whole front left side of your abdomen. Big breath in. Long breath out. One more here. Inhale. And exhale. Release your toes. Come back through center. Draw both legs long behind you. And then place your forehead on the back of your hands. Inhale and exhale it all out. Draw the left knee up now. Your chest can be elevated. Left knee now is out to the side, kind of like supine cobbler pose. And then slide the left knee in towards you and then slide the left knee out. Slide the left knee in. And you can feel that in your lower back. It's really releasing and ungumming some of the stuck stuff. Slide it out. 2 more times. Bring it in. Exhale, slide it out. Last time, draw the knee in. Exhale, draw the knee out. Roll over your right toes, so your right knee is off the floor, and then walk your elbows towards your left. So now you're creating a beautiful stretch through the whole right side of your body. Feel for that. Feel the ventral sheath. The front of the body is releasing. Press again through the right toes. Lift up. Relaxing the back of the neck. 2 more breaths here. And then come back through center. Both legs long down the mat. Place your forehead on the back of your hands. Elbows are out wide. Full breath in. Long breath out. One more big breath here. And exhale the breath all out. We're going to flip over onto our back. And bend your knees now once you get there. Now your feet, your ankles are underneath your knees and your heels should be slightly out. So slightly away from one another. More parallel to the side of the mat, but you definitely don't want to put them in. There's too much compression on the low back. Then when you're ready, you're going to just lift your hips up. Inhale. Exhale, put your hips down. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Exhale, send both legs up, both arms up overhead. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Exhale, plant your feet on the floor. Inhale, lift up, lift your hips off the floor, press down through your feet. Exhale, drop your hips to the floor. Inhale, knees into your chest. Exhale, legs up to the ceiling, drawing your arms up and behind you. Breathing here for 3, 2, last one, inhale. Exhale, knees into your chest, Apanasana for 3. So draw the knees a little deeply in. You can see how this is child's pose, but it's on your back. 2 and 1, both feet on the floor. Lift the hips, interlace your hands underneath you, one shoulder then another. Draw your lower sacrum, the lowest part of your back, towards the back of your knees. Squeeze your glutes. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. And release it down. You can place your hands on your abdomen or lengthen your legs down your mat. And just rest here for another minute or 2. Thank you so much for practicing. Namaste.